I get rooting, tooting,
Bye.
and scooting.
What have you done?
So good.
What
It's
have
so
you
good.
done?
It's so good.
Alright, hold on.
It's so good. Oh.
You found our new favorite game. What?
Oh shit! So good. Oh shit!
Oh, you're. Ah!
That showed up out of nowhere.
Alright.
How did I get underneath it?
Don't move, don't move.
It's so easy to get me with the leeches now. Because there's so much chaos going on. I'm not paying attention to. Really? How many did you do of those? Oh my god! There's so many of them. Drink the juices? Jesus Christ. Who else is coming? No one. No one.
I got some.
Do we need to do another squirt shot?
Oh god.
You're gonna butt fuck me? What? It's gonna butt fuck me? Oh, the thing's gonna butt fuck me. Okay. Wait, hold on. I didn't agree to any pegging. I did not agree to any pegging today. What's Senya got going on over there? You good, Senya? I'm halfway across the map from you. It's so good. Oh.
No, you fucking fucker! Fuck you!
I don't have any money. Horror comedy? Do you mean like scary movie? No. Horror or comedy. Yeah. Horror, scary. Comedy, ha 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 ha. Like horror, comedy, like that's what we're talking about, son. You know, like no entry. You're not allowed in. Not allowed in my bum. Actually, let's put not sucking your own toe. I mean, you could, and you could stream that. How about sucking the toe of someone who just walked 60,000 steps? Oh god, with 7 turns. That would be different. That would be different.
On the jump up top. That's
Is he
what
gonna-
is
Is he gonna jump off?
Goodness.
What is that? What did he do?
now. It's fun!
Yes! That was amazing.
I'll just sit here going, oh, 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 oh. Right, you know what you need to do now? You need to stop laughing and you need to move your voice at this. You need to move at the same time. Right, you ready?
You can't eat. You want to see someone else eat. What if for some reason Sam saves, just randomly gets?
The handshake thing. He's literally hanging out
Hold on,
here.
I'm coming. Hold on.
He's literally hanging out here. He's not, he's
coming.
not doing
I'm
anything.
gonna give him a hug.
Are you friendly?
Is he Steve? It's Steve.
He's just hanging out. Uh-oh!
Oh, he doesn't like me. What the fuck?
God
Rude
damn
bastard.
it! I had to kill
God
him.
damn it, Steve.
Fucking idiot. Oh, sh.
Oh my god. That is amazing. She won't fall backwards. Oh shit. Fuck Game of Thrones chair. We're like, why are you a cat? In every picture. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. It could be the caboose. I don't know. It could be the caboose. Or he's just. Oh. That was. Okay, Angel, go. Save me. Haha. Can't get me up here. Hello. Here we are. We are back. We've not disappeared. Oh, I didn't do a fucking stream question. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need that. We don't need that today. We don't need that. We have no time for such things. Speaking of, bloop. Let's just do that. Heyo. But yeah, welcome in. Whoa. Cheers, Rab, Sherpa, Chris, Senja. It was great to meet Sherpa and Rab. What a week. What a trip. We're gonna rank everything that happened on the trip. And there's Sam from the other room. I'm only doing this to interrupt me. Thanks.
Sabius Audios just subscribed.
I picked up
I'm
Rab.
only doing this to interrupt
Rab was
you.
lifted
Party
off the
popper
ground.
emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper
On the last
emoji.
day,
Party
when
popper
we were
emoji.
leaving,
Party popper
said he wasn't gonna
emoji.
get down.
Party
I know
popper
Chris would be
emoji.
great.
Party popper emoji. Party
Party-
popper
party
emoji.
popper
Party popper
emoji. Jesus
emoji. Party
Christ.
popper emoji. Party popper
Fucking sugar
emoji.
queen over
Party
here.
popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party
Mr.
popper
Oh,
emoji.
no.
Party
What
popper
is
emoji.
this?
Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji.
Hold on, this is
Party
gonna be a
popper
hot minute.
emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper
Apparently
emoji.
two.
Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party
Let that
popper
cook. We'll let that
emoji.
cook.
Party popper emoji. Party popper
Jesus
emoji.
Christ.
Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper
But yeah,
emoji.
we did a
Party
lot of
popper
things.
emoji.
I have
Party popper
98
emoji.
photos
Party
to go
popper
through.
emoji. Party popper emoji.
Whenever
Party
these
popper
party
emoji.
popper
Party
emojis are
popper
done.
emoji. Party popper emoji. Party
I'm gonna go
popper
steal her
emoji.
phone.
Party popper emoji. Party
she's
popper
within
emoji.
reach.
Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji.
She's
Party popper
Sherpa.
emoji.
She
Party
is
popper emoji.
screaming
Party popper
obscenities
emoji.
from the other
Party
room.
popper emoji.
Because
Party
she's
popper
seen
emoji.
what you've
Party
done.
popper emoji. Party popper emoji.
Oh, all right. Story with a story alert. Story alert.
Space underscore Sherpa just redeemed story time.
I'm debating
Seven
putting,
travelled
I'm gonna
all
put
the
Iron
way to
Brew
Edinburgh,
next to the
Scotland.
drinks.
He was determined to try
Edinburgh.
all the famous food items. Haggis would be the crowning glory. First he needed to try the other delicacies of the mighty Tartar Empire. McBurgers, kilts with gravy, onions that have an accent, toast, and many other wonderful items.
What? None of those were even. None of those were even.
Space
Besides the
underscore
haggis.
Sherpa just redeemed 7th. Feed your lawn,
Why
feed
is the
IT,
square toilet
feed
so
your lawn,
menacing?
feed
I couldn't find a
IT,
square
feed your
toilet
lawn, feed IT,
picture that we actually
feed
stayed
your
in. I
lawn,
just grabbed it
feed
off the internet.
Feed your lawn, feed it, feed your lawn, feed it,
But we have
feed
square
your
toilet.
lawn, feed it, feed
We
your
have-
lawn,
we
feed
have
it, feed your
all
lawn,
the
feed
food
it, feed your lawn, feed it,
that we
feed your lawn,
consumed,
feed
all
it,
the
feed your
drinks that I
lawn, feed it,
consumed,
feed your lawn, feed it, feed
and
your
all of
lawn,
the
feed
things we
IT.
did and saw, like a representation of each. Okay, are we done with the things? We're done with the things. All right, It's gonna haunt your nightmares. They are edgy. That's why they have 4 edges. They have 4 edges. All right, where do we start with? Snickers, I guess, is the first up. So on, I think it was the second day, you know, I landed in Scotland on Friday, and it was Friday morning. So we did fuck all on Friday. I think we went to Fat Hippo on Friday. How is first still available?
Sabius Audio's just redeemed first. Square toilet, square toilet, square toilet, square toilet, square toilet, toilet emoji, 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 toilet emoji
for the house.
Toilet emoji, toilet emoji, toilet emoji.
You can walk up the wooden stairs.
Toilet emoji.
I have wooden staircase. Are we done? All right, we're done with Brian. Okay, so on the second day, we walked down to Tesco's Express and got a plethora of snacks. Now, some of these snacks and things were from the London weekend. So, but I just put them all together. Did you bring a square toilet adapter? Nope. So one of the first things I had was a Snickers. And I don't know, I couldn't tell the difference between our Snickers and UK Snickers. It just tasted the same. So it's just a Snickers bar. So it's gonna go and see, because I can't fucking tell. Be tricky without your adapter. That should have been a carry-on item. I didn't think about it. And I didn't leave enough to think back. Are you talking about the toilet should have been a carry-on item? Pissing in the garden? That's what it was. Sam goes outside to pee. The skips, however, the prawn cocktail skips were deceptively delicious. I think this is literally the first thing I had was the skips. And then the Snickers. The skips were good. The prawn cocktail, I enjoyed. The skips just melt in your mouth. They just melted in my mouth. So they're good. They're solid. Would have again. You know, they're nothing crazy. They're nothing fancy. They're just a good, solid snack item. I was not disappointed. Skips need to be A? I don't know. I've had other things on here that I think I would grab before skips. I'm not trying to like be too generous. Like Eccles cakes? I don't know. Eccles cakes were kind of mid. They were okay, but I don't know that I'd ever buy them again. Like, these were a very peculiar, I don't know. We had these at the Airbnb in London, and I don't know, like, they were okay. I'd eat them, but I don't know that I'd go for it again. They're very flaky. I don't know. It was all right. You don't like those? Are F tier? Fuck this thing. Monster Munch and Knick Knacks are A tier if skips are B. I don't know. Monster Munch, I think, would be in a pretty good. Well, so we have, all right. So we have roast beef, Monster Munch, which are pretty good. I think Monster Munch, roast beef, skips over the skips and does go to A tier. But pickled onion, B tier. Pickled onion was okay. The beef was delicious. Monster Munch is fucking S tier. Over skips. I'm an animal. I mean, like, get ready for my what's it rating, because these are just cheese curls. These are just small cheese curls. So they're gonna go B tier. But they, all right, so they would be above. We'll do the lateral rating too. What's it would be above Monster Munch. Once it's a BC, yeah, like they're just a fucking cheese curl. Like, but they'll be better. They're better than Monster Munch Pickle Onion. But I think I would take Skips because they're just cheese curls. These fucking things, holy shit balls. These lentil chips that Don brought to the Airbnb were fucking dangerous. Like, I had to stop eating them and put them down. They were ridiculous. These were so fucking good. Like, it was just unbelievable. I was like, what are these? And you eat one and then you're just transported to a fucking, it was ridiculous. Yeah, like, I don't even know what flavor. I don't even know what flavor they were. I was just eating them. Like, I didn't look at I picked up an image from the internet of the bag of this brand, and that was that. I have no idea what flavor they were. It doesn't matter what flavor they were fucking delicious. D for lentil chips? Sherpa is not a fan. The size of your torso. The bag was fucking massive. The bag was like this fucking big. It was ridiculous. It was a small child. The bag was a small goddamn child. You rather eat Rab's torso? That's for Mrs. Rab. All right, Sherpa. Where would you put these, Sherpa? Because these were interesting. These are the prawn cocktail Whatsits. And they were large. These were like actual legit cheese curl size. They were awful. F tier? I didn't hate them. I'm actually going to put them above the Eccles cakes. Like, they weren't great. But I didn't hate them. They were too aggressive. Like, they were okay. But, like, you couldn't eat too many of them because it was prawn cocktail, and it was, like, a strong prawn cocktail. It was a very aggressive prawn cocktail. Very aggressive prawn cocktail. Like, they were, you have a few and you put it down. Speaking of having a few and putting them down, I'm just going to sneak this guy. Jelly Babies. These were like weird powdery gummy things, and I don't know what I was eating. It was interesting, but you could only eat like two. You could only eat like two of the fuckers, and then you're like, "Yep, I'm good. Don't need any more." But I was snacking on them throughout the week in Scotland because we had these in the little apartment thing, and Sam had warned me. She's like, "You don't just eat a bag of Jelly Babies." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You only have like a couple, and then you just let them go." And I was like, "We'll see about that." And I had like two of them, and I'm like, "Nope, yep, you're right. These are not great. These are okay." It's almost like a weird palate cleanser, and that's about it. Wine gums are where it's at. We didn't have any of those. I don't think were they at the Airbnb? If they were, I didn't have any. I didn't have any. Pot noodle. Everyone was ragging on me for the fucking flavor, but for a shitty like to go add hot water to go meal, it was not bad. It was fine. And the flavors I had to choose from were like tomato, some bullshit tomato, and I forget the other one. Sam probably remembers what it was. And it was that one, chicken and mushroom. I'm like, this is perfectly fine. Perfectly acceptable. It wasn't anything crazy. It was all right. I can get you something if you come to the swamp. The wine gummies. You can upgrade the chicken and mushroom by putting in chicken. Add actual chicken to the chicken and mushroom. Yeah. Why is it the worst? Everyone keeps saying it's the worst flavor. What's the top tier pot noodle flavor? Bouillon cube. Ooh. There you go. Curry? I don't think they had curry. I'm pretty sure they didn't have curry. Malteser. I mean, it's a Malteser. It was all right. It was chocolatey. Skips should be S tier? Get the fuck out of here. Skips were good. Skips are good. You know what? I'll put them in A tier. I will put them in A tier because they were deceptively delicious. I will move them up to A tier. Maltesers are a C tier. Yeah, I'm not huge on like chocolate. I'm not big on chocolate. Hence why even just Snickers that taste like Snickers is also C tier because like it's just fucking chocolate. So it's better than Whoppers. Yeah, they're better than Whoppers because Whoppers would be like a D tier for me or F tier even. You give in too easy. I mean, like, but like Skips were like borderline A B, like. So I feel like as I get more things in an A tier, Skips will be over here, and then it's just a fine. Malteser bunny is different to Maltesers. Yeah, I don't know what the difference would be, but that's where I'm putting Maltesers because it's just chocolate. Dawn and Carrie go so much chocolate. We were still plowing through. Oh yeah, that's right. So when we got to the Airbnb, we were waiting for Rab to show up because Rab and Mrs. Rab were the last group to get to the Airbnb. They were flying in late and then had to drive down. Dawn had a box. It was like I don't even know how big. It was like 10 inches by 10 inches cubed, and then like it was just it was heavy as fuck. And it had what I forgot what the picture was. It was a picture of a cat, and it's like just diabetes on the box. It was just packed full of chocolates and other just complete sugar items. It was ridiculous. I don't even know what all was in there. I only saw like a handful of things. You have the picture of the cat? Todd and Carrie should be given sainthood, right? Party rings. Party rings were, they were all right. They were better than the Maltesers. They were okay. It's just like a little chocolate thing. Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? These rainbow drops, however, were just so bad. So bad. They were just garbage. You were eating like, what do you call it? Like packing cube foam shit that was colored. Puffed rice. They were, yeah, the alien egg sacks. Yeah. It was just like, yeah, puffs of colored air. And it was just so bad. They were just terrible. I'm like, you wanted to try more of it, and then you just regretted it every time you went back and had more. It was just a terrible decision. Even though you knew it was a terrible decision, you just did it anyway. At least I did it like twice. I was like, I'll give these another shot. Nope, tastes the same. They tasted like stale, left out, puffed. It is, I don't even know. It was just bad. They're just bad. You eat more and get more disappointed, right? You're like, surely the next handful won't be that bad. Surely it won't be that bad. They're terrible. Harsh words from someone who likes medicine cereal. Oh, so Sab had Fruity Pebbles today. So she's been calling Fruity Pebbles medicine cereal because apparently it just tastes like medicine. Some Apple Jacks. We did not get Apple Jacks, although we saw it. It tastes like children's medicine. It does not. Fruity Pebbles is delicious. Fruity Pebbles are rough. Oh no, they're delicious. And you know what else was delicious? These fucking Biscoff biscuits. So fucking good. Like, these are same level as the lentil chips. These are dangerous. I could have eaten this whole sleeve. We got like a 8-inch sleeve of the little biscuits. They were so good. So good. It's ready to rage war if they didn't make S tier. Oh, these were fantastic. So fucking good. I've had their cookie butter before, so like I wasn't completely unaware of the amazingness of Biscoff. I've had their cookie butter, so I was quite familiar already. And the biscuits are just as dangerous. Just as dangerous. The orange. Terry's chocolate orange. Like, it was a chocolate orange. It was all right. I had a slice of a chocolate orange. It's better than the party rings, but it's still just chocolate orange. Like, I did get to slam it. I did get to slam it. I was the one who slammed and cracked open the chocolate orange. I did do that. That was fun. You don't get to do that with a lot of chocolate. But I don't know. I wasn't overly, blown away by the chocolate orange. Neither the Wispa. The Wispa was just kind of as well. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have Wispa again. I think it's worse than the Snickers. Worse than UK Snickers. It really wasn't doing anything for me. It was so airy and light. Sorry. Not a fan. Wispas are great. I mean, I don't know. I'm not huge on chocolate. So, like, I feel like all my chocolate stuff is going to be C tier because I'm not huge on chocolate. Unless it's Reese's. Quavers! Quavers were good. I don't know where I would put them, though. The Quavers were tasty. They're definitely B tier. But I don't know if they're better than What's-Its. The Quavers were good. They're better than the Pickled Onion Monster Munch. Chris's heart is broken over the Wispa. Quavers over What's-Its, you think? The tea cakes are an interesting thing. The tea cakes were an interesting item. And I think they're going to be C tier, but I think they're going to be a strong C tier. Because I didn't hate them, but they were just weird. They were just weird. Like Quaver's texture. That's sad but true. Yeah, they weren't, Yes, Ami. C tier for tea cakes. Should be more? No. It's still like chocolate and fluff. And then a wafer at the bottom. It doesn't do much for me. Sherpa had the foresight to bring along some Canadian cheesies. And the cheesies were quite an interesting consumption. Don did not like the cheesies. I like the cheesies. I don't know if I would put them any higher. Like, I don't know. They were so weird. They're hard. They're crunchy. They taste different. They taste weird. But they're like Cheetos light. And I don't know. Those crunchy fuckers, C tier, where's Bat? I saw in the right? Like we need to have Bat witness where I put the cheesies. And like, I don't know. They're just B tier, man. I kind of like them. I kind of like them here. They were okay. They were just okay. They're better than all the chocolate stuff. I've literally put everything that's chocolate in fucking C tier. That won't be the only thing that's going in C tier that's chocolate. That's not chocolate. Harder Than Steel took a space in the suitcase where underwear could have been, damn it, right? It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, John was not a fan of them. I think Hill had some. Knick Knacks were just gross. They were like sour Cheetos, and I don't understand it. They weren't spicy. They were just sour. They were just sour Cheetos, and I didn't understand it. And I ate them, and I finished them, but I wasn't happy about it. It was weird. Very weird. Carrie got some barbecue rib Knick Knacks that were nice. I think party rings are chocolate. They're like little chocolate covered things, right? I don't know. They belong in A? What are you on about? What? Knick Knacks? Oh, I don't. Well, party rings, whatever party rings are, they're in C tier. Iced biscuits. Okay, there you go. Still. Biscuits with icing. Got it. Still, it's still like a candied item. Knick Knacks are A? Get the fuck out of here. This flavor of Knick Knacks is C tier. There might be other flavors that I would probably enjoy better, but whatever this nice and spicy was not nice and spicy. It was nice and sour instead. Man, we're running out of what you call it stuff. All right, this will actually be, so I need to explain this photo. This is, we went to Hotel Chocolat on the last day of Scotland, on the last day flying back, before we flew back. So after we got off the train coming back from London, we went to what even was that called, Sab? That like shopping center area, and they had a Hotel Chocolat, and we went in there and bought some chocolate, and I got some salted caramel and also some like peanut covered chocolate, and proper chocolate like this is delicious. Like that's some good shit. Sab we got you chipotle and habanero spicy chocolate. Like this chocolate, it's delicious. The Haggis Mall, Gordon Ramsay's. Yep, that's down here. That's down here. That's down there. We'll get to Gordon Ramsay Street Burger. All right, I saved the haggis for last because we also bought Tesco haggis. The quarter center, some shit. Yeah, I don't know. It was the big like half circular thing. It was weird. There's lots of shops, lots of food places. The Lego store was there. A bunch of food places were in there. A bunch of like other, shops and whatnot. It was like a mall. It was like a mall. The Tesco haggis F tier straight away. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It was awful. Like it put me off haggis. And I have a picture of another haggis here because we'll get to that. But this was so bad. Like all I could do was just pan fry it. And just the texture was bad. It was so grainy and gritty and gross. It had no flavor other than just weird, and it was just bad. I even tried it with like eggs and shit. It was gross. It was full of preservatives or whatever. But the proper one, yep. So the actual haggis, I had haggis. Where did we have it? At Dirty Dick's and somewhere else. I forget where the second place was that you had haggis, Sab. But actual haggis, like legit, properly prepared haggis, is A tier. Airport. Oh, because you got it at Wetherspoons in the airport terminal because it's the last time you were going to have haggis. That's right. Yes. It was the last moment. Do you need a little salt in haggis? I don't know. But whatever haggis we had at Dirty Dick's it was haggis deeps and tatties, and I had a bite of that haggis and it was delicious. It was juicy, it had flavor, it was seasoned, it was fantastic. That's an actual haggis. This is a real haggis. This is a little haggis dude. It's like a weird dog. It's a haggis. It's a haggis. Oh, I guess I can do... Oh, hold on, we missed this stuff. So, Don and Carrier Bag, the lovely couple that they are, went to Costco and like fully stocked overstocked the Airbnb for the weekend. I had, however, one request, and that was a Costco rotisserie chicken. And it was delicious. It was dry. The white meat was dry, but it was delicious. So I think because the white meat was dry, and even though it was rotisserie chicken, like it's gotta go B tier, like low B tier. Like it's good. The dark meat was delicious. I had me some dark meat. I had a leg. I fucked it up. We did fuck up that rotisserie chicken. But I mean, it's a rotisserie chicken. Wasn't anything done to it other than just slow cooked over rotisserie. No salt, no pepper, no seasoning whatsoever. Like it's a pretty bare bones chicken. 100%. Yeah, it was. And that was the other thing. Like I couldn't find. I was looking for the picture of one that had that. Sherpa pointed out the bag on the rotisserie said 100% authentic British chicken. Like just to clarify. I couldn't find a picture of. I even searched for UK rotisserie chicken and I couldn't get a picture of it. But Did I add the mead? I did not add the mead. I forgot the name of the mead. I'm gonna have to do that as an ad hoc ad. I also had I had a cheeky crumpet. I had a crumpet, and Don told me I didn't do it right. I guess because I didn't toast it long enough. It was still spongy. So this is kind of like a flawed rating. But like, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't anything crazy. I toasted it. I put butter on it. It tasted like a buttery sponge. Like a crispy buttery sponge. So crumpet might need to have a redo next time I have access to a crumpet. Because I was told I didn't do it right. Those are terrible. You know what else was terrible? This fucking fried Mars bar. We went to a chippy on the Royal Mile one evening in Scotland, and we got you know what, we'll do this with it. We got doner kebab and a fried Mars bar. Doner kebab, fucking S tier. That shit was delicious. Like, oh my god, so fucking good. Phenomenal. And we got it with the fried Mars bar. And the fried Mars bar, absolute trash. I liked the warm, gushy Mars bar, but the batter, and maybe this is just whatever they did. Maybe this was just the Chippies' fault for how they prepared it. The batter was terrible. It was chewy. It didn't break apart. Like, I just took a bite and like all the batter came off, and I just ripped it apart and just had the fucking insides. And the ice cream, there was ice cream. It came with ice cream. So like, you can't, it was just vanilla ice cream. There's nothing wrong with that. So the ice cream was like C tier, and everything else brought it down. You refused to even try it? Yeah, it was terrible. Scared to see where you put the kebab? No, the kebab was fucking phenomenal. The doner kebab was so fucking good. Like, I think Sab had like 2 bites of it, and like I didn't want her to have any bites of it because I wanted all of it. I wanted all of it to myself because it's delicious. You would have a full-on rebellion if I put like doner, like, oh, doner kebab was terrible. No, doner kebab was fucking amazing. So good. So good. All right, so shall we do? Well, all right, we'll get these out of the way. So when we got to the Airbnb, Don brought a shit ton of board games because we had, you know, obviously Friday night, we played Cards Against Humanity. Cards Against Humanity is Cards Against Humanity. I'm not going to rank that. I think we all know what Cards Against Humanity is. It was great. We all had a great time playing Cards Against Humanity. Sherpa had a great time playing Cards Against Humanity. The fucking mongoloid comment. That was great. Oh, man. You said for years that's your death row last meal. Doner kebab is your death row meal? Interesting. But yeah, we just sat and played Cards Against Humanity basically in like endless mode. We just played until we played out of white cards. Essentially, it was like what time did we play till? I don't know. It was like 1 o'clock or something, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning almost. We were playing. It was late. We were just fucking having a laugh. Near 1 or something. Yeah, they were supposed to hated us. Probably. But yeah, so we played some board games. We played Flip 7. I forget when we played Flip 7, but it was a scoring game. You had to get to like 200 something, and it was a push your luck thing where you had to, it was cards 0 to 12, and there was a dealer, and you kind of played it like blackjack, where you got dealt a card and you would go, okay, yeah, I got a 5, and then we'd go around the room, and then you would deal again and you go, okay, you know, hit me, and I got a 3. You go around again, you hit me, and then I got a 7. Like, you kept going. If you got 2 of the same number, you were out. So if you got, you know, you flip to 7 and you go back around and you flip another 7, you're fucking done. You lose all your points that you would have had and you're out. There were also some modifiers like pluses and multipliers and some fuck you cards, like you can free somebody and you can also get a free life. I forget what it was called. Second chance. In case you busted your hand, you could get a second life. And there was another one, I think, too, but I forgot what it was. Oh, the flip 3 card. You had a card you could force somebody to flip over 3 cards, which could, you know, obviously force them to bust or could help them out. It was a risky move. Neighbors probably heard 7 snoring too. Oh god, yeah, apparently I snored very loudly all weekend. Twitch, I apologize. But Flip 7 was a chill game. It was chill. I played again. It was fun. Chill little game. You nearly got blamed for it? You did, yeah. The house was blaming Sherpa. Like, Don blamed Sherpa. He's like, Sherpa was snoring all night. I was like, oh yeah? Huh, how about that? And I come to find out it was me. Because Mr. Sherpa, I think Mr. Sherpa saved you, Sherpa. It's only at the weekend I snored? Yeah, I only snore on the weekend. She saves you on a daily basis. I totally don't snore. At all. Anywhere else. It was just in the Airbnb because I was in an unfamiliar environment. And I was overly tired. Right? Right? Trio! We did some trio before the wedding. So on Sunday, mid-afternoon, those beds fucking crashed. Oh, I should get a picture of the fucking Airbnb beds. Oh my god. Can I add more files? Where was... Those need to get rated. And we all know exactly where they're going. Go away. We should leave a review about that fucking place. Alright, where are the beds? Where are the beds? Where's a bed? I can't use the loft room because the loft room had... Here we go. All right. Can I make this bigger? All right, fine. Fuck it. We're just going to do this. Just going to do that. The penthouse bed was the D. Dude. The penthouse bed... Boom. You got an ad? Help me, please!
Space underscore
no.
Sherpa just subscribed. I got an ad. Help me please, ads are causing my pubes to straighten. Help me.
Oh, the beds, man. The fucking beds. The beds. Sherpa, thank you for the sub. Trio. Trio was great. Trio was a great game. I think I liked it more than Flip 7. I don't know that it's an A tier game, but it's great little game. You had to make you had to make trios. Everyone got dealt a hand of cards, and there was 9 in the middle. 9 in the middle. That was just like open board, and you had to like ask people what's your highest or what's your lowest, and they have to reveal what their highest or lowest card is. Or you could pick a card in the middle to flip over because the cards in the middle were flipped face down. And it was a memorizing game. You had to find out who had what, remember who had what, and then piece it all together. And then once you got 3 sets, you won the game. Or if you got all 3 sevens. So if you made the 7 trio, you automatically won. So like you had to be like, you know, trying to figure out who had what, And then on your turn, you have to pay attention to everybody's turn because everyone's calling out other people to put down highest and lowest. And then you gotta piece it all together. Such a good game. Toastmaster, dude. I could probably find him in one of the photos. The beds at the Airbnb, F tier. Absolute terrible. They felt like you were sleeping on like half cured concrete, like a wet sandcastle. Like it was so bad. They were so firm. Like the firmness was, but like when you pushed down on them, they would give in. But they were so goddamn firm. It was terrible. So terrible. Don discovered that one side was collapsed, and that's why he couldn't sleep. What? Collapsed. Sleeping on the yeah, sleeping on the floor would have been better. Sloped. Oh. Sloped. Interesting. Our when we had the travel lodge back in Scotland for the one nighter before we flew out, that bed was sloped like headboard down. It was weird. Was that not his back being fucked? Maybe. I don't know. You think it would have fixed his back? Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, the beds are terrible. Square toilet. Square toilet. Square toilet. It's A tier. Switch sides to carry and could sleep on Monday. Ah, so half the bed was fucked. I mean, the beds were all fucked. That's a shame. That's a shame. The square toilet was fun. It gave you more space up in the front, you know, for when you need more range, more leverage, more shifting. No hangers in the house, but hundreds in the bin. What? Was the hole in the toilet also square? Yeah, the entire toilet was square. All of it was square. Square fixtures, square buttons. It was great. 100% square. It was great. Like, I wouldn't mind having a square toilet. England doesn't like hangers. You apparently not. All right, I think we've now moved on to the beverage portion of this evening. As you can tell, there's been a lot of beverages that were consumed over this. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta put this guy up here. So yeah, okay. So I think that's all the WeVault stuff. Okay, that's all the Fierce Beer stuff. Yeah. All right, Iron Brew. Iron Brew was an interesting taste. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It tastes like our Fanta with a bubblegum finish. Like it up front, it tastes like Fanta. Like near identical. And it had a bubblegum at the end. Like I enjoyed it. I would have it again. But it wasn't amazing. It's just soda. It's still just soda. What, Rab? What? What you wanting me about? You're scared to have Fanta in the States next week? Oh, you gotta have a Fanta. And you gotta compare it to Iron Brew. You gotta have a Fanta. You gotta have a Fanta. Let's do... Did I put my other... No, I didn't put my other cappuccino in here. So I had a cappuccino. Sam and I went to the Witchery on the Mile, and it was extremely overpriced. It was like a full service place. It would be like a, you know, if you went to something comparable, it would be like, you know, a Michelin star type restaurant. They had a dress code. They didn't enforce that dress code very hard, but they said they had a dress code. It was smart casual was the dress code. I didn't see a lot of smart casual beyond Sam and I that were there, and everyone else who was the serving staff. But I had a cappuccino. It was a cappuccino. It was all right. You know, it wasn't anything crazy. Cappuccino, it's coffee, a little bit of milk in it. They did the fancy little pattern. It was fine. Gotta make gravy. Smart casual Scotland is questionable. Yeah, they were very relaxed with it. Clothed is good enough. Yeah. Yeah. So the food was okay. Like, honestly, I could have made a better steak. I have made better steaks. Like, the food was very mid. The scallops, I think, were the best thing. Although Sab's duck was delicious. Sab's duck was tasty. And the chips are all right. Actually, my roasted tomatoes were better than the steak I had. But let's get into the Wee Vault. Your duck was real good. Her duck. Sab's duck, you know, quack quack. Duck, yeah, quack quack. So Hill had dropped me a spot to go visit. It was called the Wee Vault. And it was way down Princess Street in Edinburgh. And it was literally like no wider than my fucking desk. It had, I think the dude said it had like 15 seats or some shit in it. It was like literally you walk in, to your immediate right was like beer shelving and a beer cooler. And then on the other side was a hanging, like a floating bar top with chairs under it on that wall. I probably could not stretch my arms out in this place. Like, that's how tiny it was. And it had the fucking best beer I've had the entire trip. It was so good. We did some flights. We started off with the Zest, which was a Sprite style lemon lime, more heavy on the lime, of the sour family. And I'm gonna put this in A tier because it was tasty. Too tall for the islands. You were banned. You had duck confit in Denmark, and you thought you're gonna wet yourself. Oh damn. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. The Zest was tasty. We also had, I had overnight oats as well, which was it was like a coffee inspired sour, very grainy, kind of like mapley, almost like a spiced, like you would have it like a holiday sour, like you would have it at Christmas, with a like a dessert, and it like you would have it next to an open fire. Like, it was very spiced dessert. It was okay. I wasn't great. I wasn't as high on it as some of the other ones, but it was all right. I don't know that I'd have it again. It was okay. The next one was Cloudy Lemonade, which was actually pretty tasty. I think that was better than the Zest. It was not as like sour. It was smoother. It was very lemony. It was very smooth. It was very tasty. The Zest was kind of pucker your lips style. It was good though. This thick monster. Woo! It was called Fruity Fluff. She was so thick. This is the thickest beer I've ever had, thickest sour I've ever had in my life. And it's immediately S tier. It was so fucking good. Like, your duck confit made you wet, Sherpa. This fucking Fruity Fluff made us wet. Like, Sab and I were in love with it. We went back to get like 2 like full drinks because this was just a flight serving, and we wanted more because of how fucking good it was. We killed the keg. Like, we only got one. We only got one extra one, and I let Sab have it because I had most of the flight one. So about a 5-gallon bucket with it. It was so fucking good. So fucking good. Like, it was the best sour I've ever had in my life. Delicious. This little guy was the Dutch pancakes that we wanted to try, but again, it ran out. So we only got like that amount from the flight. He just gave it to us. He's like, just fucking kill this. It doesn't matter. I had like 1 or 2 sips of it. It was mostly for Sab. It was okay. I don't think it was as good as the overnight oats. It was just mid. It was all right. I wasn't big on it. This was the fizzy lifting juice, which is actually pretty good. It wasn't overly memorable. I probably put it in A tier behind Zest. I forget the flavor profile of this one. I think it was just a fruity sour. It wasn't very memorable. Nor was this was the dissolving elixir. This one was all right. It was thick. Wasn't as thick as Fruity Fluff, but it was still good. I'd probably put it above come here. Above the fizzy lifting juice. I'm pretty sure this was the pineapple upside down cake, which this one was good. I'm gonna put that right next to the dissolving elixir. It was very pineapple-y. It was similar in flavor profile to the Fruity Fluff, but again, it was, it was nowhere near as thick. This was a standard sour. Very, very smooth and thin. Smooth and thin. But it was still tasty. This beverage was courtesy of Mr. Hill. It's an Imperial Stout. It was called Cookie Kooks. I forget the full name of it. This fucking thing was delicious. It was so good. It was very smooth. It was very syrupy. It was barrel aged, I believe, as well. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic stout. I think Hill said it was like a 22-pound beer or something. It was ridiculous. But you could tell. Like, it was fucking good. Phenomenal. Phenomenal stout. Would have again. That would probably put me on my ass, too. Like, I don't know what the percentage was on that fucker, but if you had probably several of those, you'd be flat on your ass. Flat on your ass. Hold on. Let's keep doing the beer things. We'll do the non-beer things at the end. Koppenberg! I forget all the flavors I had of this. This was the cider that we had. I'm gonna put it above. It was a pretty solid cider. I think we had the mixed. Was it a mixed one? What were the flavors that we had at the Airbnb, Rab? They were leftovers from the stag, as I was made to understand. But I think I also had another flavor at Witherspoon's, but I don't remember what it was. Mixed berry, strawberry, lime. Gotcha. I think it was mixed berry that was at the house, if I remember correctly. And I think I had a strawberry lime at Witherspoon's. But it was good. It was good cider. It was light. It was refreshing. It was a little bit on the drier side. It was some notes of sweetness, but it wasn't heavy. Very blackcurrant heavy. Yeah, like it wasn't overly sweet. So it was my kind of cider. Speaking of ciders, the Espal was also very delicious. This was also a very drier cider. This was had at the wedding. This is my first drink at the wedding on Sunday. We pre-gamed it with a little bit of Koppenberg up front. I think I would put the Espal above the Koppenberg though. Yeah, dry cider is fantastic. It's so fucking good. Have you ever had a hop cider, Sherpa? There's a I think it's Jack's cider. Jack's hard cider does a lot of drier cider, and they did a hopped. It was so good. You ever had Jack's? I don't know how far they go because I'm pretty sure it's local to me. Maybe I'll bring some down. The place is like, I don't know, it's somewhere to the south of me, I think. It might not be in my state, but it might be in like Maryland. It's real local, so I don't know how far out they go, but I have access to it. I know that. So I might have to bring you some. I don't know if I can get my hands on the hopped one, but I should be able to get just the regular dry cider. But yeah, the espada was quite tasty. It was a good way to kick off the wedding. What else do we have at the wedding? I had Rad's face got cut off on this one. This was a wedding drink. This was wedding drinks. That was not a wedding drink. I had wine at the table. I don't know. Oh, let's do the cider. Let's finish the ciders first. The recorder leg. The recorder leg cider. I think they're kind of the same. The Koppenberg and the recorder leg were pretty much the same for me. I think they had a lot of the same flavors too, like mixed berry, strawberry, and lime. Like they were obviously trying to compete with each other. Like they're pretty on par. Like I like this versus this, it's the same. Like these are literally the same. If you bring me any booze, I will accept it. You want more of that? You want more of what, Rab? You want more of what? Oh, let me group these together here. I don't know, what was this one? I remember what that one was. Oh, quarter leg? Gotcha. I have access to that. We have that. Although not for the price. Like ours is like $5 a can. So like $20 for a 4-pack for recorder leg cider. I'm like, nah, that's too rich for my taste. Write a Karen letter demanding passion fruit. That's hilarious. So at the wedding, they handed out some free Peronis. And at one point, I ended up with 2 because Rab, not a fan of Peroni, gave me his Peroni. So I ended up having 2 Peronis and was just fucking double fisting it for a hot minute. And I had to do the walrus. Yeah. So Rab was not a fan of the Peroni. It was okay. It was a shit, you know, just a regular like shit tier beer. It wasn't anything like, it's not worthy of B tier. It's just what was it? A Pilsner? Like, I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't anything fantastic. It was meh. It was a shit beer. It was okay. This guy who's Rab made a face, but it got cut off. I was taking a photo of this. This was the dark ale from I forget what the name of it was. What was it? What was the name of the dark ale or the amber ale at the wedding? It was literally the only beer brand there on tap that was on draft. And I ordered it that way. And that grumpy fucking bartender like gave me a look. Like she didn't fucking understand what I said. Even though I called the beer by the name of the manufacturer of the beer. She was terrible. Right. She clearly didn't want to be there and clearly didn't want to take any drink orders. Like, it didn't matter who you were. Like, it was terrible. But, like, I forget what it was. Stout? No, I don't know if it was stout. But, it was a decent beer. I'm gonna put it in C tier. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just like an amber ale. It was a dark ale or something. It had a strange name. Yeah, it was like clearly the only fucking beer I was talking about. Should have been working at a wedding. Yeah, it wasn't Amstel. It wasn't Madri. It wasn't Tenets. It was like something I didn't see anywhere else, and they had it. And I was like, that sounds interesting. Let me have this. And like, I don't forget what it was called. Maybe it was Strood. It wasn't Strood. Strood was one of the stop names on the train. I forget the name was, but yeah, she was like so appalled that I called it by like the manufacturer name instead of like what the beer's name was, as if she wouldn't fucking know, or as if that wasn't a normal fucking practice to order a beer by either the name or like the manufacturer's name. Like, come on now. Anyway, she was just grumpy and not having it. Moving on. So while we were exploring areas of Scotland, we stopped into a couple bars. We found, I guess Nicholson's is like some weird franchise, like Weatherspoons, where like they have their own naming convention, but they all serve like similar foods and similar beer menus, I guess, similar cocktails. So we went to the Meter off of the Mile, and they had some cask beers, and this was the Stewart's 80 shillings cask beer, and it was tasty. This was actually pretty good. It wasn't as good as the sours, but it was fucking delicious. It was tasty. You guys do a lot more cask beers than we do, that's for sure. Like everywhere I went, every bar I went into, there was at least like 4 to 8 taps that were on cask. I was like, that's some dedication. We don't have that shit. We don't got that shit. You don't even know, like, you can ask people over here and they won't fucking know what cask beer even is. Because they just don't know. You might get one cask beer. Yeah, and it'll be like a special. It'll be like a big promotion. They're like, they'll tell you about it. Because otherwise, no one's going to fucking order it. 3 illuminates added. Yeah, there's 3 new types of hell diving foes. What's this one? Is this the Amstel? I think this is the Amstel that we had at the, what was that pub we went to, Rab? We walked over from the Airbnb. The old ash tree. That's, if you say it quick enough, it's like the old ass tree. Like that was the difference. Barely. It was a C-tier beer. I think it was just like a lager or a regular ale. Yeah, old ash tree. Old ass tree. Yeah. It was okay. I wasn't impressed. It was just, standard beer. Standard drinking beer. This one was Weatherspoons. What was the is it Innocent Gun? I couldn't remember the name of this one. I think it's Innocent Gun Lager was what this one was. Or Inns and Gun. I forget what the name of it is. This isn't a gaming channel. This is a ranking things channel. It's technically better for big targets because more service on fire, but also higher HP. And fire effect again is ring. Oh yeah, they reworked a whole bunch of stuff. Inns and Gun sounds right. Yeah. That looks very right, Chris. The Innies and Gun or whatever. That had to be what this one was. And I thought it was tasty. Innies and Outies. The Innies and Outies lager. Yes. Now this one I don't remember at all what this one was. Did I put this one in Discord? Hang on, let me go back to my belly button ale. Belly button ale. There's the Rab one. There's the Espal. Oh, this is the Leffe! That's what this one was. This was the night we went to Weatherspoons in London. So there was 8 of us in the Airbnb, right? Don drove, Rab had a rental. So we're like, how the fuck are we getting to Weatherspoons on Saturday night to hang out with Hill and some other folks? What's up, Bytor? Welcome in. And Leffe is great and what got you hammered. Yeah. So we're on our way to Weatherspoons in East London in Rochester, and we took an Uber, and the Uber was trying to be conversational, and they're like, are you going to the festival? And we're like, what fucking festival? And he's like, there's festival. And we're like, okay, great. We're not going to the festival. And that was kind of like the end of it. And then like 5 minutes later, because we weren't really fucking chatting very much. He's like, but like, I know we did do some talking, because obviously like you could hear my accent, Rab, Mrs. Rab, and then Sab. So we had obviously Scotland, Ireland, and America all represented in this fucking Uber. So he's like, "You from around here?" So obviously no, because the geography. And he's like, "You guys here for a few days?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll be here for we'll be here for a couple days." And I'm like, he's like, "There's festival. There's festival in town." I'm like, "Yeah, you told us." Maybe we'll go to it. 4 different accents. Oh yeah, that was the stream question. I forgot to turn it off. Technically, I didn't do a question for today. That was from before I left. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, he was so hard set on us going to this festival. Right after he moaned at us that we made his car bottom out because of the speed bumps in the road because he doesn't know how to fucking drive. His little fucking crossover SUV that had 5 people in it, which is probably like the standard, capacity for a vehicle of this type. But we made it bottom out. We made it bottom out. Too heavy it was. You went to the festival on Monday, by the way? Son of a bitch! Went to the festival. Flying over the humps. Yeah, dude. Blamed us because he bottomed out his fucking car. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Anyway. Leffe! Hey! Leffe was tasty. Leffe was tasty. I don't know if I put it above a Spal, but it was good. It was a good beer. I liked it. It was delicious. It was good shit. I think those are all cocktails. I'll skip the cocktails for now. We'll finish out the beer. The Madri was also had at the old ash tree. The old ass tree. This was good. I liked the Madri, actually. I quite enjoyed that. It was more of it wasn't like a fucking drinkability beer, like you wouldn't pound that back, but it was good. I don't remember if I would put it above Leffe or not, but it was tasty. I liked it. I think I'll put it above the ciders. Madri over Leffe for sure. Like they're real close. They're real close for me, Chris. I'd have to kind of have them side by side because these are days apart, and I'm now like a week and a half removed from consuming a lot of this shit. It's hard to differentiate some of the standard beers over like some of the sours and stuff. Like it kind of all started to mix together. One Spanish, the other is Belgian. Yeah, well, yeah, the Madri is Spanish. Which one was this one? This was we went to Weatherspoons across from us. And what was the name of this one? Hold on, where is it? It was new. It's New Mosaic or some shit, but that's the maker. It's an IPA. Jesus Christ, how many fucking photos did I put in here? Too many. There's Fierce Beer. There's the drinks from... No, maybe I didn't put the picture in here. I know what the name is, though. Hold on, let me come over here real quick. I labeled it in my folder. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. Mosaic IPA. Yeah, Mosaic IPA by New Relic. That's what it was. It's an IPA. I'm not super big on IPAs. This is a sipping beer for me. It's, you have it with a meal and then that's it. Like you don't order 3 or 4 of these in a night and drink them back to back. It was okay. It's definitely not above the sours. Wow, it might be above these sours. It's not A tier for sure. It was all right. I enjoyed it. It was a good IPA for my style. You never get the Gregs and you're devastated? No. No. All right, let's do the last like couple loose beers before we do fierce beer stuff. So this is the Guinness. Guinness in a non-cold glass. I was told I needed to have, and it was just Guinness. Guinness is Guinness. To me, Guinness is like somewhere in the B tier. Like to me, Guinness is the benchmark baseline for stouts. And then like from there, there's so much more you can do with a stout. Guinness is like just baseline stout principles, and then just build on it from there. Like, it's good, it's got great flavor, it's thick, it's delicious, but it's nothing fancy. I've had better stouts than Guinness. Guinness is a drinking stout. Like, just fucking throw that shit back. It's not a fancy stout. It's a drinker stout. And that's why it's only B tier, because I have experienced much better stouts than Guinness in my lifetime. You know how you prefer Guinness and a meat pie? I mean, Guinness is a fucking meat pie. Like, Guinness is a fucking meat pie. It will go above this fucking IPA and the ciders. It's a strong B tier as a baseline. But yeah, I had to have a Guinness across the pond where it's not as far imported as it would be to the States. Tennant's Lager. Tennant's Lager was actually pretty good as well. I quite enjoyed that. It was pretty tasty. I'm gonna put that, I think it's like on the same level of the Leffe, the Madri, and the Tennant's were all pretty good. If a Guinness brewery in Baltimore, doesn't count. That's imitation. That's fake. That's fake news. Fake news. Fake news. This was Southpaw. This was another cask beer that I had. It was a dark amber ale, I believe. Or just amber ale. I want to say this one wasn't as good, I think, as the 80 shillings, but it was pretty tasty. I'm gonna put it in B tier, top of B tier, end of A tier, top of B tier. It was good. I enjoyed it. We had this at the was it the Rose? No, that wasn't the Rose. It was the place we went to after the Rose. We got this after the Guinness. We were walking on Rose Street, which was like the alley street behind, across the street from us, and this was one of the little Nicholson shops there. I think it was the what was it? It's the Rose Street Brewery, I think is what the name of it was. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. And then we also had Fierce Beer. So we had the Fierce Beer Hometown Lager, which was it was pretty mid. It wasn't anything crazy. It was a pretty basic lager. It was just very drinkable, very light. Didn't have a lot of depth going on. I need to find these again. I forget the names of these. I got a flight there as well on the recommendation of Hill. 2 beers in particular he said I should have a go at. Where are the names of these? So we had, we had the Donut Series, the Rhubarb Pale Ale, and the Dessert in a Can, which was a stout. So this guy was the Rhubarb, and I was not impressed. I was not impressed at all. It was very flat. It had no flavor profile. I'll put it in D tier. Like, it was not, I wouldn't order it again. Not a fan. Didn't like it. It just didn't taste like anything. Didn't taste like anything. The next one I had was the Donut Series, which wasn't a fierce beer. It was like a guest beer they had on the draft list, and it was good. It was better. It was like a, what was it? It wasn't a stout, but it was a, I don't know if it was a, look at my Untapped. I don't know. It was some type of ale. It was all right. It was better than these stouts and better than this IPA. It was interesting. And the Donut Series stout was fucking tasty. That was delicious. I think I'll put that above the 80s shilling. That was fucking tasty, man. Tell you, man. Stouts, imperial stouts, get some barrel aged action going on in there. Those are fucking dangerous. Those are dangerous. I think this is the Estrella. Yeah, I got the bottle next to it. We had this at Fat Hippo after, or no, like this is the first beer I had at Fat Hippo because I wanted the Fat Hippo beer and they were out of it. So I was like, fine, I'll have whatever this fucking thing is. And then Hill yelled at me. He's like, all right, go all the way to UK and have a Scotland and have a Spanish beer. Like, whatever. Do what I want. This was all right. I enjoyed it. It was, I don't know. I think it was not as good. It wasn't as good as this beer, but it was better than these two. It was all right. Not bad. Not terrible. I think that's all for the beers. Yeah, that's all for the beers. So Sam and I went to a fanciful place called The Alchemist where they like made everything a show. All the drinks you ordered had some type of gimmick to it. There's a video on my Discord of this one. This guy was I forget what he was. Sam, do you remember what this one was? I think it had gin and some other things in it, but it came in a flask. It came to me in a bubbling flask. The first drink I had, the bubbling flask one at The Alchemist. So it was bubbling, and she came over to me. She's like, all right, I need you to do this. She's like, you're gonna grab it at the neck. Don't hold the bottom because it'll burn you, and don't set it down because it'll break. And then she said, then whenever you're ready, you pour it into your fucking drink. So she gave me this flask and gave me the highball glass or the lowball glass with the with the ice in it and shit. I poured it in. I think this is it's so loud. But yeah, you can see the bubble and shit. I don't think I put the video I took of me pouring it. I had this actually, like I had a video of me pouring it into the glass. There's the glass right there. But it was good. It was a good little cocktail. Tasty little cocktail. I forget the name of it though. Do not remember the name. I should have took a picture of the fucking drink list. This was Sab's drink. I think it was like a zombie drink or something that she had. Actually, let's put this back over here. It had a shot in the syringe, and then the rest of the drink, I forget what the zombie drink was, but this was tasty. This was good. This was quite good. I would definitely have it again. And it wasn't terribly priced either. Like for what they were doing. Let me throw this up here in B tier. This was Sab's drink, but I did have some of it. So it was the same thing, the smokiness, the fanciful over-the-top smokiness, which was probably, I don't know, they probably reused it a lot on their drinks that they had. But it was more like I don't know, it was like similar to a Manhattan style drink. It was very heavy. I don't know, it wasn't great. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I'm gonna drop that in C tier. The couple sips that I had, I wouldn't order that. I got also then a margarita, which came in a hip flask. So the hip flask was a souvenir item, which is in part why I ordered it, but it was a perfectly fine margarita. It was a tasty margarita. So we're gonna throw that there. I really remember yours was Vampire Bite. Oh, right. Yeah. And then we have the Geek's Place. So Sab and I I think she found it, but we went to a themed cocktail bar where they do a rotating theme every couple months. I think when we saw it, it was Fallout. They did a full Fallout theme. Reese's Sticks yet? Like Reese's Kit Kat? No, we've not seen those. So I don't have a picture. We had a couple drinks here. We were time limited because we didn't make a booking or reservation, and they're like, we can squeeze you in. So we went upstairs and had a couple drinks, and like the walls are painted. It was all Jurassic Park. The menu was, the gates, the classic gates to the park. Had the little DNA dude on the back of the menu. All the drinks were named after like quotes and lines from the movie. So it was 100% Jurassic Park thing, which was really cool. They had the fucking Barbasol can that had the DNA shit in it. What's his name? Newman. That drink had like coconut and other shit in it, so like I didn't want to have that. I wasn't into that. I was like, I probably wouldn't enjoy it, so I didn't order it. But I wanted to order it just for the fucking can, just for the Barbasol can. Like that was really all I wanted to order it for. But I wasn't a fan of whatever the actual drink was. So instead, I had something. I forget what the first one was that I had, but this one was the Life Finds a Way drink, which this one was tasty. This one was a coffee style drink, though. It was a coffee or style cocktail. And it was pretty tasty. I quite enjoyed that. I think that's all we had there. Did we have a third drink there, Seb? I don't remember. I know we had at least two. We might have got kicked out after that because we were like running out of time. Like, you only got 10 minutes left. But yeah. All right. So back to the Chippy on the Royal Mile where I had the Mars bar and the Doner kebab. I also had a Fanta. And they're definitely not the same. I mean, it's a perfectly standalone Fanta drink. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's a B tier though. I mean, like it's nothing crazy. It's just a soda. We went 3 because after the second one you wanted the can, but got egg. Yeah, like I don't know. I said I didn't take pictures of the other ones. Probably not. I can't think what they were. But yeah, I feel like we had more than 2. For sure. But all I remember is taking a picture of the random couple. Like we're all Don, Rab, all the couples were in a group chat for this whole trip and build up to the trip and everything. So Hill was chiming in the group chat to get a couples photo because this was like the first day. Was this Friday? Was this the Friday I landed? Then we walked over to Cocktail Geeks. This might have been the only thing we did on the first day. We went and had some drinks, and Hill was like, "Can we get a couples photo?" So I took a picture of a random couple that was seated across from us. I was like, "Sure, Hill. Here you go. Here's a photo of a couple." Just for shits and giggles. Because he wasn't specific. He didn't ask for a couple's photo of us. He just asked for a photo of a couple. First round we got the same, but with different alky. Oh yeah, that's right. You had something, and I had it with. Did you have it with gin? I had it with vodka or whatever to try the different ones. Yeah, and then you couldn't open your phone because in case they saw the photo. Well, yeah, you just couldn't open WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah, Sab was facing me. I was facing them. So like, if she had her phone up too high, they would have been able to like over shoulder her and be like, "Oh, why is there a photo of us on her fucking phone?" That would have been awkward. Awkward. All right, I think all I have left is the food. We've done all the drinks. Yes. Oh wait, nope, coffee. So I struggled with coffee and the week in Scotland. I got a bag of like random Costa ground coffee and it was not good. We only had a French press in the apartment thingy. And I was making a mess every time because the French press, you need coarse ground coffee, not filter ground coffee. But that's all I had. So I made it work. And it was okay. I got it by. But here comes Don, come wedding weekend, the savior of coffee, with these fucking bagged coffee things, like bagged coffee bags. I'm like, these are fantastic. These are so good. These were delicious. They had like 3 different, I think he had a black box, he had a red box, and he had a green box. And I drank all of it. I fucking drank all the coffee. I finished the black box. There was only like 1 bag in there. That was the first one I had. The green one had like 4 or 5. Drank all that. And the other one had another like 3 or 4. And I finished all that too. Like, I put some fucking coffee away from those little coffee bags. Like, those are great. These were fantastic. These saved my coffee affliction from earlier in the week. You need to mash some taters. Cheers, Sherpa. Enjoy your tater mashing. You'll be hitting the hay. You'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Helldivers. We need to check out all this new shit that they did. This weapon customization, the new enemies and whatnot. That will need to be tomorrow's events for sure. But yeah, so food, all this delicious food that we had. You go over here. So the first thing I had was some green curry. I didn't take a picture of it because I forgot about it. But we got it from Time for Thai, which is a place that was able to deliver to us because I got it real late. It was late night. Time for Thai. Green curry. It was tasty. It wasn't anything crazy. It was a chicken curry. It was all right. Got some rice to go with it. Threw some rice in there. It was good. I enjoyed it. Forgot to take a photo. I didn't finish it, actually. I actually had leftovers and then just completely forgot about it. We probably could have had the rest of it, but we just pitched it. But it was all right. I enjoyed it. Sushi, though, my God. So, Sab booked a sushi bar for bottomless sushi for an hour on Thursday. And this was like the best thing. This was amazing. We had so much sushi. It was ridiculous. Like, this was after, I'll get to the events that we did, but this is Thursday, which was like after Friday walking, Saturday walking, Sunday walking, Monday walking. Like, we walked everywhere. We had no transportation. I think we did like a bolt like once or twice. We walked like up to that point. We had walked like 60,000 steps by Thursday, like if not more by Thursday itself. By the time we're at the sushi place, so my ass was hungry. We put away some fucking sushi. Yeah, 200 pounds. So it was 30 pounds per person. So 60 pounds for all you can eat for 1 hour. And they somehow have like scanners and shit to know what we took off the fucking belt, because they told us how much sushi we saved was like 120 pounds. It was like 119 plus the 60. Like, it was ridiculous. We ate so much sushi, and the sushi was good. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't like, I've had better sushi, but it was strong sushi. Like, they put some good shit up there. It was delicious. I'm gonna put it in A tier. It was like, I just rolled on by. I just took it off the belt. It's the first time I've been to a belt place too. Like, I just yoinked a whole bunch of shit. We had dessert there as well. I had probably 4 or 5 different rolls. There was like a little taco pouch thing, like the sashimi as well. They had some of that on there. Like, it was good. All the sushi was good. Everything was delicious. Every single bite of it. That was one of the better things that we did. It's great. Yeah, it was good food for the price. Exactly. Yeah, you couldn't beat that. Just could not beat that. Couldn't beat it. Okay, so this I think is all the witchery stuff. So that's wedding, that's wedding, that's wedding. That's Fat Hippo. So when did we do the witchery? We went to the witchery. It's a fancy hotel / restaurant. It does very themed things. Like if you want to book a night at this hotel, it's like $1,500 for a night. It's quite expensive, but it's like a whole experience. You know, they did the full service, you know, changed out silverware and shit, all of that. I had steak frites, if you will, which was just a small, I think it was like an 8-ounce steak with chips and roasted tomatoes, and I forget what the sauce was, but the sauce was good. But it was not like, they didn't cook my steak to medium rare. It was like medium in doneness. It had no Maillard on it. Like it had like maybe like an inch of Maillard. Like I've made better steaks than that I got served. It was okay. The duck, I had a couple bites of Sab's duck, and the duck was much better. Duck was great. Duck was delicious. The duck was fantastic. Duck actually might be A tier. Like that was some good fucking duck. It was very nice, moist. It was cooked well. I don't know what it was cooked to in terms of the doneness, but it was cooked good. Tasty. And then we did dessert, which was an apple tart with a what was it? With a custard and ice cream. This was good. This was almost too much at this point. Like it was okay, but it was too much. Like we ate way too much. It was fucking massive. This tart, this was only half. This was my half. We got a tart to share, and it was like for 2 people. It could have been for 4 people. That's how big this fucking tart was. I loved your moist duck. Oh shit. Yeah, the apple tart was good. Apple tart was good. So coming back to the Alchemist, we had some food as well. We think we just got some starters. Like Sab got bao buns with chicken bao buns. Those are pretty good. I enjoyed those. We'll put those in B tier. They were all right. We got lobster mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, let's go in A tier. It wasn't as good as the duck, but for mac and cheese, it was pretty solid. It was pretty good. I don't know. Is A tier too much, Sab? I don't know. It was like, honestly, it wasn't better than my mac and cheese, but my mac and cheese is fucking S tier. Let's be real. Mac and cheese I make is fucking bomb. It's banging. It slaps hard. This was like a chicken. This was like a fried chicken dish, and this was good. This was better than mac and cheese. This is better than duck too. You still haven't tried? What are you talking about? Well, you haven't tried mine. You made mine with your stuff. I guess I would need to get stuff to make mac and cheese. This is gonna be a strong A tier. This was delicious. This is like a spicy chicken thing. Yeah, like you've made it with ingredients across the like what you had access to, but it wasn't the same as if, you know, using my ingredients. So that's a good point. And then we also had churros. These churros were delicious. Going straight to A tier. They were so good. Churros are fucking amazing. They were a salted caramel filling with a chocolate dipping. Fantastic. So good. They were amazing. Oh yes! Oh, the fucking baked Cajun fish and chips. It was pretty fucking good. But this bastard, we went to Landry's on the Mile, and our fucking server did not believe that I knew how to read. Like, the menu said Cajun baked, what was it, haddock or whatever the fish was. It was pretty sure it was haddock. It was Cajun baked, right? Key point here being baked, and chips. And I go, I'll have the Cajun baked fish and chips, please. And he goes, you know that's not breaded and fried, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that doesn't have any breading and it's not fried. I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it. I know what baked means, you idiot. Like, he was so sold on me being dumb American, doesn't know what word baked means, even though the menu's in English. Like, he did not believe me when I knew what baked was. Like, he had to like reassure me that was not fried in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, yeah, dude, I fucking get it. I know what baked means. Yeah, he also fucked our drink. He fucked us on the drink order as well. Baked means fried to a crisp. Oh, damn it. I should have fucking known. Oh, see, I'm an idiot. Like, we also ordered water, and he asked us, you know, they asked, you know, still or sparkling, and we said still, and he fucked us on that. Like, the other server gave, like, dude literally sat next to us, right? Ordered water, but he said tap water. So he got the bottle with the glasses for free, whereas our server was an asshole and gave us the $2 little fucking screw top bottle. Yeah, he thought I wanted the stereotypical fish and chips. Like, he thought I wanted battered fried. Well, still water is tap water. Tap water is still water. It's the same fucking thing. But yeah, either way, you still also ordered water and you didn't get water. Yeah, and he only gave us the fucking the $2 2-pound water or whatever. Regardless, assholes. That was the worst dining out experience I think we had the entire trip. Which all things considered, the food was fine. The service was fuck. You didn't understand your accent, you had to point it out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like in the middle of Scotland, I didn't understand Scottish. You did have to repeat it like 4 times for him. This is more wedding. Oh, this is okay. So this is the, let's get a better photo here because the burger's kind of cut off. This is the street burger meal that we had on the last day back in Scotland after the wedding. It was a smash burger with pulled short rib, which was actually quite good, and some chips, obviously. They also tried to murder Sab. We ordered the same thing, one with tomato, one without tomato. This happened twice. What else did you order? You ordered another burger. Oh, at the old Ash Tree pub that we went to. So at both places, we ordered the same thing, right? One with tomato and one without tomato. Because for those of you who aren't aware, Sab is allergic to tomato seeds. So we just rule out the possibility of just avoiding tomato in general. But both times, they said, here's the one without tomato, and gave it to Sab, and then gave me the one with actually that didn't have tomato in it. So like I checked both times and we swapped because they just, I don't know what they were doing. Kryptonite. They were trying to kill you. Exactly. Trying to kill you. It was a good burger. I would say it's an A-tier burger. I would have again. It was good. The price wasn't terrible either for being a Gordon Ramsay branded restaurant. We got fucked on the wings though. All of their wing sauces had like tomato in it, except for like 2. So we got the umami wings, and these were okay. Like it was chicken wings, and it was loaded with like sesame seeds and shit. They were all right. I wasn't too high on them. You didn't get to eat half the things you wanted to eat. Very sad times. Boo. The Gordon people were so nice about your problems as well. Yeah, except we didn't have a server. Like, because like everywhere over there in Scotland was you go up and like if you went to the bar, you went up to the bar, ordered your drinks, and then went to your table. or ordered your food and then went back to your table, or like you went into Witherspoon's, you scanned the QR code, order everything off the thing, give them a table number, excuse me, and they just bring it out to you. Like, that's how it worked. But Street Burger, they were like, do you have any allergies? And we're like, yeah, funny you ask. And so they gave us a server, although while they gave us a server, that kind of ended once we got our food. So did they have the lamb sauce? No, we didn't ask about lamb sauce because we were being difficult with the tomato thing. Like they came, like we spent like 5 minutes going back and forth on shit because the tomato stuff. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna be an asshole and ask for a lamb sauce. But it was good burger. It was good burger. The wings were not, I wouldn't order those again. Would not. They were okay. They were serviceable. They were still wings that you could eat. There was nothing wrong with them. So they still get merit for that. What was this? This was the other almost trying to murder you burger. This was the crispy chicken. Was this the crispy Cajun thing that we got at Ash Tree? Pretty sure it was. It was just typical bar food. It wasn't anything great. It had onion rings on the top. I don't know why they put it on top. Like, just put it on the fucking burger. It was okay. Now you must disappeared. Eat this roast chicken. Oh shit! Is it 100% authentic British chicken? And if it's not, you better take it back. Better take it back. Oh yes, Witherspoons. They had. This was a brisket burger. And boy, let me tell you, that was not brisket. I don't know what I had, but it was a pulled meat, but it wasn't brisket. It was just meat slathered in barbecue sauce and the shittiest bar food you could imagine. And that's about what I expected. That goes straight to D-tier. Like it was not good at all. It was just garbage. However, their Eggs Benedict for breakfast and the terminal at EDI was actually quite tasty. I quite enjoyed that. And I stole one of Sab's hash browns from her full Scottish breakfast that she had with haggis, which is where I had my second bite of haggis as well. I'm gonna throw that in B tier. That was actually pretty good. That was respectable. That was a respectable breakfast. It's quite delicious. Oh, this Eggs Benedict was fucking amazing. What was that place? Greenwoods? We went to, I think it was Greenwoods. We found a place that did breakfast not far from us for a morning trek, if you will. It was like a block away from the little apartment we had in Edinburgh, and that breakfast was delicious. That was a great meal. It was fried chicken, and Eggs Benedict and something. There was something else. I think it was like a biscuit or scone or something that was in there as well. That was delicious. Absolutely delicious. What else do we have? That's all wedding stuff. Let's do the wedding last. Let's do. All right. This was F tier. Like, well, it was not F tier. This was better than the Witherspoon's sad burger. So we ordered Oink. They are a roast pig shop. It was okay. It was dry. The chili jam was probably the best thing in that bucket. And like they had this weird stuffing mush of, I don't know, it was onion and herb or some shit, and it was okay, but it was just kind of mushy and gross. I had it with breakfast. I took this out. I made some eggs, and the eggs saved the roasted pork more than that, and the chili jam saved it. But if I just had this bowl by itself, I would have been more disappointed than I already was if I ate this as it was served. Like, it was just sad. It was just sad roast pulled pork. Like, you could have done so much more with it. It was shameful. However, the Fat Hippo burger was fantastic. It was onion rings, smash burger, and some fat hippo sauce. It was delicious. We're gonna put that. It was up here with the chicken stuff that we had at Alchemist. Fat hippo was fucking delicious. We also had the cheese balls, which were again, I think the same level. They were fantastic. Delicious little cheese balls. The sauces that they got going on there, I think they had some fat hippo sauce on there as well. Delicious. So good. Would have again. Would go there again for sure. That and Alchemist would go there again too. Fantastic. And then let's do the steak pie. Oh, we went to Dirty Dick's. This steak pie was fantastic as well. Another Scottish delicacy that I had consumed. It was surprisingly good. The only thing that was bad on this plate was, what were they? Turnips? They were like roasted turnips, and boy, did they roast them. They roasted the life out of those turnips, man. It was just like chewing on rubber. They were so terrible. But the steak pie, delicious. The steak pie was fantastic. That was some good shit. And there's the little cup of chips, so there's nothing to complain about there. The steak pie was so good. That was great. Need to have that. Need to have more of that in my life. Need to have more of that in my life. Okay, now we can do the wedding. I had the salmon and lentil, which is actually quite tasty. It was pretty good. I'm gonna throw that around the duck here, an A tier. That was pretty delicious. Salmon. It was a nice baked salmon with some I don't know what the sauce was, but the lentils were good in it too. It was nice. Don't forget cow face. What's cow face? What's cow face? I need... Oh, ox cheek. Oh, yeah. So, do we take a picture of the ox cheek? We didn't take a picture of the ox cheek, but that was good. That would also be up in A tier. I don't think we took a picture of the ox cheek. I think we just destroyed that because it was delicious. The ox cheek was good. That was very good. I think that was probably one of the, I don't know, between that and the chicken. The chicken was good too. Sav had the chicken. I had bites of that. That was also tasty. That had like a crispy dried onion crumble topping to it. That was good as well. Very delicious. She had the pudding for dessert. It was okay. I wasn't big on that. It was just mid, whatever. Same thing with the meringue. It was all right. The desserts, I wasn't high on the desserts on the wedding. They were, it was all right. It had like fruits and shit on it. It was good. It was okay. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anything crazy. That leaves us with the actual things we did, the places we went. So we didn't get to do too much. We walked everywhere and we did a couple things. We went to we had a touristy stop at the Scotland Monument. I mean, like it's just a big monument. It looks cool. You could go, I didn't know you could go up the damn thing. Like that surprised me. Like there's actually like staircases inside of it and like places you can stand up on top, like up on the top part here. I don't know if you can go to the tippy top up here, but like you could go up to the second level there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. But it was just touristy thing. I took a touristy photo of it that Sav has, and she goes at because like I'm doing like, hey, like I'm dumb tourist making a pose in front of big, sculpture thing. So we did that. That was right on Princess Street. So like we walked by it like 5 times going everywhere. So it wasn't anything special. That was like a 2-minute thing, and it was just there. We also went to the Scottish Gallery, and I took the picture of the best picture there. Let's actually get the full version of this. Twitch is gonna strike me down. Where is she? This is the best photo there of this woman with a plate of boobs and a sprig of grass or wheat or whatever this is supposed to be. This is the most impressive photo. This is the best photo out of the entire gallery. All of them. Best photo. It's the only photo I took a picture of. That was it. It was great. Best photo. A tier. 100%. Plate of boobs. Can't beat that. You can't beat that. This woman's just playing with somebody's boobs and a plate. Like, what did she do? How did they get there? Whose were they? What's going on there? Like, she's just enjoying herself some tits. All right, that goes away. We also walked around the cemetery next to the church on Princess Street. I don't know what the name of the church was, but looking at all the graves and stuff was really cool. All the different headstones and different, like, sculptures isn't the right word. The different, like, memorable carvings and sculptures and stuff that people had for the different, like, interests and hobbies and whatnot. It was really cool. Lots of photos were taken in the graveyard. So, enjoyed that. Seeing all the different things, and the ones who were the baddies who got their headstones completely like shaved off and chipped away because they were terrible people once they were like discovered, the atrocities that they committed and shit. That was cool. Seeing some of that stuff too. There's a couple of mausoleums as well, which were interesting. But yeah, the Scotland Graveyard. Do recommend a visit. What did we do next? We did the Royal Garden. I didn't take any pictures other than this photo of this child's dream herbarium. So there was like a little display in one of the gate souvenir shop places. I think this is on the East Gate. And everyone did these cards that were, what they thought or would envision the future of the herbarium to be like. And this child was quite creative. He said there will be giant robots, the floors will be bouncy castles, the play parks will be carpeted, and people will drink hand sanitizers and live in bananas, and we will peel each other. Fantastic. Amazing. But the garden was nice. I enjoyed walking around the garden, enjoying just the different things. It's a B tier thing. I'm not overly thrilled with gardens, but it was cool. They had all kinds of different things that we get to walk around and look at and enjoy. It was nice. Later in the week, I don't remember what day we did. I think it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. We did the Ghost Bus, the Ghost Tour. And this was more interesting for just learning about, the ghost tour, ghost culture, not culture, the history of like some of these people in Edinburgh. And that was the fun part of it. This was clearly geared towards children, with a lot of it was very gimmicky, trying to do like jump scares on the bus and like, oh, we need to close the curtains and turn the lights out and try to do a jump scare, and somebody died on the bus and you might be sitting in their seat and they're gonna get you and touch you and spook you and scare you. It was very gimmicky in that regard, but like learning about the different stories that are associated to the castle and on the Royal Mile and things like that. That was interesting. So I'll still give it some merit for that. Like it was fun to do that, but I was too tall for the bus. So like I had to like, if I wanted to look out at any of the buildings they were pointing out on the way around town, I had to like kind of shrink and try. I couldn't really see much going on. So it was all right. It was B tier. It wasn't, I've done it. I don't need to do it again. It was all right. All right. So on Wednesday, we went to the castle. We saw the castle. This is a picture of the Great Hall building, which was at the top in the upper keep area where the like the quarters were, and the it was like the remembrance thing where it was the what do you I forget what the word for it was, but it had literally all the campaigns and wars that Scottish regiments had participated in, and like all the soldiers' names and memorial. That's what I want. The memorial was the word that I wanted. It had all of that stuff in there. It covered all the animals that helped support all the different war efforts and things. It was cool. The Great Hall, nice big red hall, it was adorned with all the different clan crests in the oh my god, the arches like in the roof as well. It was interesting. It was neat. Lots of things to see there. We went through the museum as well. The National War Museum was in there. There's lots of cool little bits and bobs that we saw, all the different guns and knives and, you know, surgery kits and uniforms and kilts and all the different adornments and different horns and dirks and daggers and uniforms and all that fun stuff was in there. Cool stuff for all the Scottish military peoples. And then that evening, Angles be damned, we went to the Beltane Festival as well, which was really cool. It was the celebration of spring becoming summer, the fire being the major theme. It was really cool. They did, you know, a lot of drum work, fire dancing, fire juggling, fire everywhere, because it's a fire festival. It was really cool. Lots of people were there, and it was lots of standing still for hours. Like we got there like 7:30, and we had to wait for sunset because fire festival, you don't need you can't have light, so it was painful. My ankles were killing me. So I wanted to stay longer, but my ankles said otherwise. So maybe next time I can catch another proper full Beltane experience, because I can go to like, it's a whole night of celebration, and we only caught like maybe like a third of it at best. Like we watched some fox people dance, some jugglers, and some other stuff. So I would have liked to have seen more of it. I was very much enjoying it, but my ankles were not enjoying it. And then last but not least, Hill and Zesty's wedding, which was great times. That is an S tier for sure. 100%. Honestly, one of the better weddings I've been to, in terms of enjoyability. Like, it was pretty fun. We had lots of photos that we took. They had a photo machine that would do, it was like a big mirror, it had a light on it. It would take either one single photo, or you would take like a series of 4 photos, and we just did silly shit with it. We stuffed as many people as we could. Like, we had the whole table in. There was 9 of us. We got Hill and Zesty in a set of photos. We did some photos. We also went, this was at the Cooling Castle Ranch, or whatever it was called, Cooling Castle Farm or something. So there's like broken bits of castle on the property, and there was 2 turrets out front. We went out there to take pictures, and there were some silly fucking pictures. I put a bunch in the Discord so you can see them there. They were it was just silly. There was a car, it's a driveway. Apparently it's a driveway as well, because we were taking photos and the gate starts to open, and it was all the dudes were standing there. It was me, Don, Plunge was there, Sherpa, Crab, we were just all there, and like this door start to open, and we're like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you could see frame by frame, like Sherpa just takes off running. It was wild. It was fun. Lots of silly photos were taken that day. It was good times. But yeah, overall, Trip to Scotland. Would go back. Would recommend. It was a great time. I stole Sab. Sab returned to the States with me. She will be here for a little bit. And then she's back to Scotland in June. But yeah, we'll have to go back. We need to go back and hook up with Hill and Zesty and do a proper London trip without the wedding, without their time being occupied by getting their nuptials done. But yeah, it's fun times. Quite enjoyed everything. It's good shit. It was great to meet Don and Carabag and Rab and Mrs. Rab and Sherpa and Mrs. Sherpa. What a crew. What a crew. Good times were had. Lots of laughs. Lots of fun. It was good. Quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to do today, was to just get back on, go through the trip, sort out some stuff, talk about the different things we did and all the different goodies we had. And that is that. We will be back tomorrow with some Helldivers to get back into some normal streaming. And we'll go from there. Weekends will probably be hit or miss because, again, Sav is here. So we're taking her to do all the American things, at least things in my area that I have access to that we can enjoy. She has had some American goodies, such as what do we have? Well, we talked about the Fruity Pebbles already. She's had cheese curls. She's had our Whatsits, which are good. I think you've approved everything that you've had so far, more or less. We've had Reese's Puffs. We've had a Pop-Tart. My favorite American snack is you. Oh shit. What else do we have? Bugles. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts were sad. We had the Bugles. What else do we have? The Nerd Gummies. We've had some American things. You've had Scrapple. Scrapple's so fucking good. Scrapple. Ah, Mr. Pitts. Hello. Glad you had a great trip. Yes, it was great. Good times. Good times were had. We have ranked all of it. We are concluding. We're just talking about some of the American things Sab has had. Sab has absconded with me back to the States. We're going to be doing some things. We're going to go over to, I think, Amish country on Saturday and also go to a vineyard on Sunday. I think that's the plan. So streams will be, like I said, hit or miss for the weekends. But through the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll try and do some streams. Welcome to the U.S. Yeah. What we need to do is we need to go visit Cape Ann and get some bagels. Goth bar. Yeah. We were talking about bagels again, Cape Ants. We went and saw so speaking of Sab, we went and stole the mug back from MHF. So for those of you that remember, and there's a clip of it, the very first mug that I acquired was stolen during a barbecue stream ages ago. We've gone and confiscated the mug. We have reobtained it, and it is in Sab's suitcase. We can probably hold on. We need to document this. We need to document this. We need to get both mugs. Where are you? All right. These are going to look the same, but they are in fact different. So this mug, this is the OG mug. It's got a bigger whale or whatever it is, orca. It's got a bigger orca logo on the bottom. It's the OG mug. This mug, there are two of them to prove that there are two of them. This mug has a big mug I've been using, and it's got a smaller one. You can see, or no, it's got the bigger one. I don't know. They're different placement. They're two different mugs. All right. So it's proof that this is officially, the mug has been reacquired. Sam's gonna be taking it back to the land of Haggis when she returns. So we did steal it back from Matt. Collector's item, 1 of 1. Back to the land of Scots, yeah. Indeed. But yeah, what else have we done? We went to Dave & Buster's. That was cool. I think we did, that's about it. That's about all we've done. We've just been chilling the first week back. Nothing crazy. Oh, it's 7:20. Sal, I need to order food. That's all right. I can go pick it up now. I don't have to wait for delivery. This is going to be ending things. But yeah, so we'll be back in the swing of things. Probably 7 days on Fridays. We'll do some Helldivers tomorrow. And then next Wednesday, we'll pick back up with some stuff. Maybe I'll do, I don't know, we'll see what we'll do on Sunday. Sunday, we're going to a vineyard. So we might get a stream in on Sunday afternoon. Maybe Sunday evening. We'll see. If there's nothing else we want to do while she's here for this Sunday, we will see. We will see. But that's it. For me, we have ranked Scotland. We have ranked the London things. We have ranked everything we've done and eaten and consumed and drank. And it was all delicious. And the other thing that's S tier that's not shown was the meeting and enjoying and spending time with everybody. That is 100% S tier. Would recommend and would do again. So we'll have to get back over there sometime soon. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Bye.